So tell me first a little bit about your practice and who you serve.
We're Advanced Health Clinic. We've been in business 25 years, and we're a holistic and integrative wellness clinic. We really treat from the womb to seeing people at end of life. So we have a broad spectrum of clients. I would say our primary database is young families, moms with children, and as well as women in their 40s to 60s.
So before we started working together, what was the biggest operational headache you were dealing with?
Number one is that we've been in business for 25 years. And so in that time frame, you get processes that are always evolving. And the technology, you always have in your head as a business where you want to be growing to and the changes you want to be making. But I do think that ExitLoop has really helped me refine that and to look at some things that I knew were broken, a new light, and then being able to move forward and see new resources, new tools, using technology that maybe I was aware of, but I didn't know necessarily how to use. Some of the resources that you've brought to us that have helped us to say, hey, we don't do this, but look here and here and here. I think that's been really helpful. So those are some of the things. I think just processes, refining processes, whether that's onboarding or a lab process or just having some of the technology hook up to what your processes are to make them more efficient.
Excellent. What made you decide to do something about the issues that you're having? Was there like a specific moment or an event that pushed you over the edge, or?
For the last year, I had known that I needed to make changes, which I had been already implementing. I actually a couple of other companies that did AI. I didn't know how to maybe best blend that in our world, we're very natural and organic and health minded. So keeping the integrity of that and AI world, how do you blend those two worlds to use it responsibly? And when I heard you and we did the webinar, it just resonated, and I thought, here's the person I want to work with. And I had 3 other people prior to you. And then I just loved how you get it and the system that you've put in place.
Were there things that you tried before that didn't work?
How do you be a business and not try something that doesn't work? We have a little bit of an aging staff. It's really hard to move sometimes. The technology change, they don't like it. They don't want it. They feel intimidated by it. But I feel like your willingness to come in and to see that driving this, I think has been really helpful. You hope that you land on top and that your projection is forward. The things that we've done that have not worked always evolve what does. I did bring on a company to try to handle like some of our calls. Our front desk was overloaded, and that was a disaster. I pulled some things that I really needed that were useful. And so from that, I could say, even though this part did not work at all, but this part of what they did work. And I've been able to implement that with you and try gently to roll that out.
Well, we've installed several systems and we have more to roll out. Just to recap, we installed the review request system, and from what I can see, that has generated 12 new reviews there, right? We've had overall 149 reviews is what you have now. Your review rating is now 4.9. I think it was 4.3 before.
Yeah, we had maybe 10 reviews. That was just something I just didn't focus on, word of mouth, but we have a digital online word of mouth. Sometimes you get those reviews that aren't good and they're really hard to hear, but they're also good. How do we address it and how do we move forward?
Well, what has changed for you since we started installing these systems and working together?
Oh, we've made tons of changes. Just getting the labs up online and streamline that process. Just getting that piece fixed made a big deal. Obviously, getting a system in place, I see how we can take and use that in a lot of other models, which we're starting to do. So I'm excited about that. I started with something that was simple and easy, and people would maybe want to come in and try it. But I think we can use that in many, many ways and build different portions of what we have going. See, we are going to be able to do with what we've accomplished and the potential is to have like a partner.
What did your review volume look like before versus now?
We have a 100% increase in review volume. I know we had a 0.6 increase in review ratings.
How do you feel knowing that 3-star reviews are now buried?
I'm really happy that one review that was not accurate is buried.
Have you noticed any change in revenue or patient volume from some of the projects that we've executed together?
Yes, I have. One of the things that I've noticed is that clients that have not been in a while are coming back in, and that they notice that, oh, I didn't know that you did this. I had one client specifically say, I came in and I got treated for some allergies and I saw Martha and she fixed them and I never came back, but I didn't know that you did all this other stuff. So just by that one interaction, and she says, and I'm going to tell my friends about this because I had no clue that all this other stuff was going on. We offer so many services and people come in for one thing, but they don't realize there's all these other, and I think that's where we're sometimes weak, is that client education. So I really feel like that being able to reach out and touch them in this way has been very, very helpful.
How has it affected your day-to-day workload or stress levels? Have you seen any decrease or increase?
Things are getting more streamlined and more easy with implementations we've made this year. I'm really excited to be working with NatureSoft with our EMR to get that piece integrated.
If another clinic owner like you was on the fence about working with us, what would you tell them? How would you advise them?
The best decision we've made in our business in quite a while, and I would highly encourage them to work with you. You're honest, you're integrative, you deliver results.